Hello there. This is Birdman316 again. We have a interesting, it's not really a review, well I guess it is a review. We now have makerfire. This is the case that these came in. These are the makerfire. Well, it doesn't say exactly what it is on this instruction manual. But anyway, these are the makerfire goggles that has the built-in DVR. And you notice they look very similar to the Furby VR01s, as well as the Ghoul RC VR HD01s. They had to change the name just a little bit, even though they're the same goggles and the same components and whatnot. But these are a little bit different, even though it looks very similar, very similar. Even has the nice large faceplate that you can, if you wear glasses, if your glasses aren't too big, they'll fit in there. When you can fit, these will fit on your face and all that stuff. These goggles are really nice. They record your flights when you're recording FPV flights. If you're out there cruising around or whooping inside, like I said, it comes with that case and it comes with this, I'm not sure exactly what this is. I think it's a video, some sort of video cable, but I'm not going to use it. And here is the instruction manual here. It has, it's like one leaflet in it. And it shows you the different frequencies and the channels and things like this, and it shows your voltage. Well, no, it doesn't say your voltage. It doesn't show your voltage. It shows your channel, and it shows whether or not you're recording. There is a red light that flashes when you record. Now this has its own, I think it has a 2000 milliamp battery in here built into the unit itself. And if this camera can pick it up, you plug in the charger, which is a micro USB port cable in there, and that's for headphone. That's a headphone jack right here on the end. And this right here is where your SD card goes, and I do have an SD card in here. I'm not exactly positive. I hadn't really used these buttons right here other than playing back videos. You can actually play back the videos on these. This right here is your power button, and your search button right here. This right here is your record button. Now this LED right here, when you plug this in, you can either plug it in the little charging block that it comes with, or you probably could plug these in your computer to charge them. But I would use a charging block, being that it's actually a 2000 milliamp battery. Now the light turns red. The light is red while you're charging, and once it's fully charged, the light turns green. These are excellent goggles here. They're really comfortable, they fit nicely, and they record well. There's a couple little things that aren't so good about these. Well, I guess there's nothing that's not bad about these, but when you're recording whooping, you best be wearing some other goggles, because these have some lag to them. And if you're trying to fly fast and whoop around, and I found out the other day the hard way, I was crashing all over the place because it was so laggy. By the time I saw what was going on, I didn't crash. So wear your other goggles and record with these goggles. Now you can wear these goggles when you're cruising around outside slow and record with them while you're cruising around slow. I did make a couple of videos flying the MJX, the little 708 Cyclone. Looks like the Bugs 2C. But another thing to be very, very mindful of is this SD card. They can get lost inside the case, because one time I went to install this and it felt awfully loose and it was crooked, and if I hadn't tilted them back that way and let it fall out, they would have fell in the goggles. That would have been bad, because let's see, there is 2 screws here. Well, there's 4 screws, and who knows, something might fall out that doesn't supposed to be falling out, but be really careful putting your card in. Make sure it's lined up perfectly. Now what I do, begin like this and show you with this hand. I always have it like this and insert the card. Then I feel the springy, the springiness, because it does have you click it in and you push it again, it clicks out and everything. When I feel the springy, then I use my fingernail and click it in. But I always hold it like this, just in case I don't get it right. I can uh-oh, and it'll come out. So keep that in mind. Always hold it like this when you put your SD card in, because this thing will swallow them if you're not careful. And yes, when you retrieve your videos, you have to take the card out, put it in a card reader, and pull your videos, then put the card back in, holding the goggles upward like this, and always format the card once you get them back in here. Just to be sure. Be safe, be sure, and be cool. Hey, that rhymed good. Well, it didn't rhyme, but anyway, it was good anyway. It was nice. But this, I think there's a light right here at the top where a movie camera is. That also flashes when it's recording. And there's also a light inside here as you're watching that it records. But overall, these goggles are really, really, really nice. It's just a couple things you gotta be careful with. Be careful how you put the SD card in, and also make sure that you use your other goggles if you're gonna be flying around fast. But if you're just out cruising around flying slow, then hey, these, no problem. They're the ticket. They're really nice. And the other thing that's really good about them, you don't have to wear a shirt with a pocket and drop the battery in your pocket to have power. It has its own built-in battery. So if you check my channel, you'll see a couple of videos I did with the 708 Cyclone MJX bird. Looks like the Bugs 2C. I did a night flight and I did a Mayday flight, which the VTX was not tuned correctly to the goggles and I was having issues. But I fixed it, went right back out, tested them, and then I went back out later for a night flight and everything was fine. So, are these worth $50? I think they are. I think they are. I won't be putting these goggles back in this case though. However, just like J-Drone does, this case will be excellent to put whoops in, to transport them. Because I don't really feel like taking off the antennas, putting them back on, taking them off, putting them back on. And speaking of antennas, it's always good, before you even power these up or any other goggles, go ahead and put your antennas on first. Now, since it's receiving, I've heard it both ways, but just to be safe, I don't care if it's receiving or transmitting, I always put the antennas on first before I even put power to it. Just for safety. It's good to get into that habit. But anyway, I hope you like this tabletop review of these goggles. I've tested them out many times, and I've had really excellent results. But just don't try to fly fast wearing these. Even if you wear them, whether you're recording or not, it's still kind of laggy a little bit if you're trying to fly fast. If you're going to fly fast, wear other goggles. And if you're going to record on these and fly off your other ones. But if you're going to be out there cruising slow, then wear these and record with these. Not a problem. But anyway, I hope you like that review and tabletop peek of the makerfire DVR goggles. I'm not exactly sure. It might have a special name, a special number or whatever like that, but it's not on the goggles, it's not on the paperwork, but I'm just going to call them the DVR makerfire goggles. This is Birdman316. Everyone have a wonderful time, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Sayonara.